What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about why I never done drugs my whole life. Growing up, if you don't know, I grew up in the hood, poor, all that jazz, you know. Not gonna give you a sob story, but I seen a lot of drug use, not within my family, but like in the streets, you know. I used to hang out in the streets. I wasn't by any means, I don't want you to take this as, oh, I'm a gangster, I'm a thug. No, I say this in a lot of my videos. I was never a thug. I'm never a gangster. Nothing wrong with that. It just wasn't me. I was more interested in women, girls. You know, I want to chase girls and hang out. That's pretty much what I did. You know, I hung out with the gangsters, but I wasn't a gangster per you know. So it's not that. But I see a lot of people. You know, I hung out with like some of the drug dealers in the hood, but I never got into that. And I see like people, like I seen a lady like do crack in front of me before, and it's not to brag, it's just I seen it, you know. With today's culture, like we got like all the young kids are on like Molly, Percocet, I don't know, Xanax, all that popping pills and stuff and snorting and stuff. My close homeboy used to snort pills, you know. He was like my close homeboy, and turns out later on he was doing heroin. He started doing heroin and stuff, but he's not my friend anymore. We fell out because he like betrayed me and stuff. But yeah, he used to snort pills. I used to watch him snort pills, and I ain't used to like judge him. He was like, that was like my brother, you know. We used to do everything together. So I was just like, he used to ask me like, you want to try this? I'd be like, nah. His sisters and stuff used to do it too. Like, nah, I'm not snorting nothing up my nose. The reason why I don't do this type of stuff is just because, like, I smoke weed. And I feel like weed, well, I did used to smoke weed. Weed was like a cool enough high for me, you know. I don't need to be like out of my elements and tweaking, you know, not being able to think straight. Like, weed doesn't really affect your thinking like that. People say it's, some people say it's a drug, some people say it's not. You can get addicted to weed. I think you can. It's not gonna like harm you. And these aren't facts, but it's less dangerous than alcohol. So yeah, but I don't do that anymore. I just pretty much stay sober. I have occasional drink every now and then, but I'm pretty much sober. Yeah, and 50 Cent said this in his book, which really caught me, but this isn't why, but it's a real good thing. He said the reason he doesn't drink or smoke weed, you might see him in the video with all that stuff, it's just for props, is because he wants to be 100% aware of his surroundings all the time, you know. And that makes so much sense. I want to be 100% aware of my surroundings too. You know, you don't never know what could happen. And if you're off that stuff, it slows you down. It slows your mental, your reaction time. What if something happens? You know, what if somebody ran up on you and hit you in the face or something? Not saying that would happen, but you would be slower to react to that. Or what if you like were about to get in a car accident or just something like that, you know. I wasn't really a fan of Juice WRLD when he was around, but rest in peace to him, because I've been listening to his songs a lot. I don't do drugs, but his songs are just great. I like his songs, you know. And he did a lot of drugs. He OD'd off of drugs, and it's just like crazy. These young kids out here just think it's the cool thing to be like on drugs. Like, you can be cool and be sober. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, sober, like, but it's cool to, like, you know, go through stuff sober. I know it's harder. A lot of people use drugs to numb their pain and numb what they're going through in life. And what I realized with like weed, I used to do that a lot. I used to just, I want to get high. I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna keep getting high. I'm gonna get higher. Let's smoke 10 blunts, all that. And I realized my problems when I'm done being high are still there, and my pockets are lighter. You can get drunk all you want, all that stuff, and your problems are still gonna be there. Now, occasionally, if you're just doing it for like fun, not to like hide from your problems like I was, that's pretty much what I was doing with weed, is to numb my problems and numb the effects of life, because I wasn't happy where I was in my life. So I figured I'll just smoke weed, get high, and just sit there and zone out. It's not gonna change anything. You can smoke as much as you want to do it, pop as much pills as you want. It's not gonna fix your pain. Trust me, I've been through the most of pain. You know, I wear the pain on my body, you know. So it's not gonna fix it. You gotta figure out ways to fix it, man. Some might do therapy, some might just work on themselves. I recommend working on yourself. Whatever it takes to work on yourself. Therapy is expensive, you know. A lot of us can't afford it. I can't really afford therapy right now. But yeah, just work on yourself. That's one thing. And seeing all these people do these drugs, these hard drugs and just mediocre drugs in front of me, and watching what it did to them. Like, I knew this girl, she was like really cute. I liked this girl. We used to hang out a lot, and she just started doing heroin, like smoking it though. She wasn't shooting it up. I didn't even know you could smoke heroin, but she started doing that. And she did it, like, we were chilling one day and she just pulled it out and just started doing it in front of me. She was like, yeah, I do heroin now. I'm like, what? Like, and you couldn't even tell. It must have been in the early stages because it takes effect to, you know, their faces be tweaking and stuff. And I'm like, that's crazy. And I just stopped talking to her after that. It's like, what can you do? You can't control anybody. Everybody's got their own actions. But yeah, I just like to be sober and be aware of my surroundings 100% of the time. And plus, like, when I'm smoking weed, like, I'm so lazy. I'm unmotivated. Well, I do have like a lot of motivating thoughts, but I never take action on those thoughts. I just sit there and think a lot and lazy and want to cheat on my diet every single day, and that's not gonna fly with me. But yeah, that's just a quick little, I don't know what you want to call that, rant, why I don't do drugs. Let me know your thoughts on hard drugs and stuff like that. Appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Peace.